Have you seen anything recently?
No, I rewatched One Battle After Another last night.
Oh, okay.
Back to theater.
Yeah.
What have I seen recently? I feel like I watched something. I watched the commentary track for Good Will Hunting.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so you got back. You've wrapped up your time at the Heartland International Film Festival.
Yes, I didn't have a movie. I just went. Went to it.
Well, you can just pretend maybe you had a movie there. Who knows? Let's start just overall experience before we dive into what you saw.
Okay.
We've talked a little bit about it before, but just like a festival like this, what's that experience like for you? Like, how overwhelming is it? What's like the day-to-day? What does that look like for someone who's never been?
So I will say I will promote HIF. They call it HIF, Heartland International Film Festival. Very similar to the Toronto International Film Festival, TIFF. Apparently TIFF had a lot of controversy this year on what they showed and what they didn't, but that's a different film festival. HIF is very geared towards us, the audience, very audience focused. Other film fests like Sundance is very filmmaker focused. Like, you bring your film to Sundance to find distribution. So you, the filmmaker, get to meet all these industry people to hopefully have a chance of us seeing your film later.
Gotcha.
HIF is all about us seeing the movies.
Okay.
The filmmakers are there sometimes. HIF does have a lot of commercial movies as well, as in like last year there was A Real Pain and a Cillian Murphy movie called Small Things Like These, which is fantastic. It was not nominated for awards, but it was really good. So they have like those lower level indie awards oriented movies there as well.
So but Sundance is more of like an auction.
Sundance is weird because it's so early in the year, and it is very much like these filmmakers don't have a name yet.
The industry gets together and is like, hey, these are all these movies. Who wants it?
Like, help them out, throw them a bone kind of thing.
And now,
rest in peace, Robert Redford.
And then HIF is more of like a showcase. Like, hey, these are movies that we want people to see.
Like, hey, normal people out in the world, this is your chance to see movies that you probably will never see again. That's crazy to me. That's kind of the sad thing about going to this is that movie was great. How do I let people know about it? And one of them in particular, I'll get to later, the filmmaker was like, so because I'm a little worried about the people back in the country, because it was a documentary, this is, I don't have any streaming strategy because I'm scared that they'll get in trouble with the government.
Jeez.
So she's like, I'm only doing a festival run for this film for now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick.
It's sick, but then it's like, it's okay, sad.
But it is fair. Like,
but like now I'm like one of the few people that sees the movie. How the hell am I supposed to like talk about it if no one else can see it? That is like the one thing about festivals is like, that was great. But then it's like over. Yeah.
That opens up like almost like a broader conversation of like, is it worth making? Like, obviously that filmmaker believes, hey, this is worth showing to people, even if I can't show this to a broader audience or maybe make a profit off of this. But like, I feel like this is worth showing even to this small group of people. And like, that's a cool communal experience that everyone in that theater or like for those showtimes will have. Like, so that's a cool thing.
And that filmmaker specifically, again, I'll get into this film later. She got the idea for that film from showing a short film she made several years ago at another festival. So that's kind of how it happens sometimes.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So
day to day, like you show up day one.
So it's an 11-day festival. It was October 9th to the 19th. And it's always for like future references because it's already happened and I'm promoting something that just ended. But Heartland Film in Indianapolis does 2 festivals every year. They do the Indie Shorts, which is in the summer. And I actually like more because there's more filmmakers that go. Because every program has like maybe 5 shorts to it. So then if you go to a program or a showing, there's a chance that maybe one, maybe two, maybe all 5 filmmakers will be there. And wow, if you ask one question, you get 5 answers. That's awesome. Cause there's always Q&As. And then that's in the summer. It's either like last week of June or first week of July. And then HIF, the feature film festival, is always like during fall break. Like it's in the middle of October kind of thing.
It's always around my birthday. My birthday's 17th.
Yeah.
So I always remember that.
Yeah. And so the way they organize it is it's an 11-day festival. They usually do a big opening movie that's like a commercial movie. So last year it was A Real Pain. This year it was Rental Family with Brendan Fraser. Yeah. And then in the middle of the week they do like I forgot what they called. They call it, but it's like Centerpiece or something. But on like the Wednesday they do a special movie. This year they did, I think, Train Dreams, which is going to be on Netflix. So I didn't go. I went to another movie because it's like, well, that one's going to be on Netflix later. So, and then they usually end on a big movie. So this year they ended on Nuremberg, which has Rami Malek and Russell Crowe. But they also have like TBA screenings on the schedule. And so if you are like keeping up to date on the website and like double checking, you can find out what the TBA screenings are because they haven't landed them yet, or it's an opening slot. So if a movie sells out of their tickets at their 2 screenings and everyone keeps asking for it, they'll add a 3rd screening into one of the TBA slots.
Okay.
Or they'll pick up another movie from somewhere, usually another festival, and they'll put it into that slot. So the last day, one of the TBA slots was Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
So I went to that instead of Nuremberg.
You saw it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Jealous. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, and I'll go down the list of movies later. But it's a good mix of, like, I keep saying commercial films. They're not commercial films, but they're studio indies. Like it's Sony Picture Classics or Searchlight, or it's the conglomerate, media conglomerates, subsidiary independent awards buzz distribution studios.
And so are you buying, like, say like, hey, someone listening is like, oh, I want to go next year. Are they looking at the website like, oh, can you buy a thing? It's like, I can see 10 films. Like, what's that first step of like, how do I sign up to go see this?
You can get a ticket for any.
Are you just buying it individually?
Yeah, you don't have to buy in bulk. You could just buy the tickets individually.
What is that, the smarter way to go? Would you like, is there like a package that you can?
No, there's not a.
It's just
package,
all individual.
I don't think.
Okay.
You can like become a member, so then you get like email updates.
Gotcha.
Which might help on the TBA movies and when the tickets go up. And I think if you are a specific tier member, this part I don't really know. You might be able to get tickets a day early, kind of thing. And some of the bigger screenings sell out pretty quick.
Yeah.
So that might be nice to be a member. And you get the updates for like, it's going to be this week and tickets are up, buy now, kind of thing. Okay. But you can order tickets individually. For indie shorts, it's like by program and they like theme it. So it might be like travel, and all the 5 shorts in there are about people going traveling. Or there's dark comedy, there's comedy, there's a horror program. It's very well organized. Some of them are pretty like genre specific. There's always going to be a dark comedy, always going to be a comedy. It's really funny. A year ago, the dark comedy program at Indie Shorts was way better than the comedy. But this year, the comedy program was way better than the dark comedy. So it's not a surefire bet on like which one's going to be the best. So the more involved you are, the more present you are at both festivals, the more you'll hear which ones are worth going to.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of fun to like be in the chaos of like, what'd you see? Or especially at Indie Shorts, there are a lot more filmmakers there because there are more shorts being shown. So it's what'd you make? Okay, I'll try to see them. Yeah, because you're here. It's a lot of fun.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
It's funny. Side tangent. After the last episode we did, I was talking to you about like the short film I filmed when I was out in New York, and they released the trailer and it premiered at like a small film festival. And, like it weirdly happened right after we talked about it, which is so funny to watch because I was like, I don't remember that. at all. But the it cutting from Alan Ruck to me, that's all I needed. That was all.
That's true.
That's my highlight film in life. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
and there was
awesome.
one shot where I'll put the trailer in this video, but there's one shot where it's someone standing at the top of the stairs looking down. It's like a silhouette of a person.
Yeah.
And me and all my friends were like, "Oh, that's me." It was not me. I did not film.
Really?
That. It was Alan Ruck, and I was like, "Oh, they cast it well then." Because I was like, "That looks like my body."
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Hey! What? The fucking truck!
Is this Lev? This is Lana. So did you get the flowers?
it looks like me. So
Yeah.
that was fun because it's been so long since we did it. I was like, did I film that? Because I literally thought it was me.
Was it the silhouette shot from like the staircase?
Yeah, staircase.
I thought that was you as well.
Dude,
I thought
right?
that was
it
you.
looks like me. I was
That's
like,
great.
oh
That's
my
awesome.
gosh. I was like, I didn't shoot that.
That's so fun.
But yeah, so that's who knows when I'll see a final version of that. But
Right, because
anyways,
the festival run takes a long time.
yeah.
I got coffee one time with a camera guy in town in Indy, who is always working, and he was talking about how he shot a short film that he hadn't seen for a year. Like it was still in the festival run for a year, and then I got to see it at Indie Shorts, like 5 months after he mentioned it. So it was like, oh, this is the one he's talking about. So it takes a while. Like yeah. I just submitted my short film that I made in August to 5 festivals, which cost like $200.
Jeez.
It's a lot of money. So I probably can't afford to submit to any more. But I know one of them is going to be in the summer. So it's like I sent the short film to everybody that was on set, like a file, temporary file, to be like, watch it, tell me if I got your credits correctly and if you like it, because you're not going to see it for another year. I was like, heads up, it's going to be a while before you can brag that you were on it if you want to brag about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the festival run takes a long time for short films. I bet for movies, it's even worse. Like feature films.
There's so much patience in that industry. It feels like an industry that's so like go, go, go.
Go, 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 wait. Go, 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 wait. Yeah.
Just like the breaking up, like you're shooting something that, hey, this isn't going to come out for a couple of years. And then I think of like the big actors who now you're doing press for a movie that you shot 2 years ago.
And COVID made that so much worse.
And
yeah.
It would be a nightmare. But all right. Anyways, let's get into what you saw there. There's a few. I was looking at kind of the lineup. There's a few movies that I really hope you saw, but I want to hear what your order was. You can pull up the list.
Pull out my phone, yeah.
And honestly, I may be writing some of these down where I'm like, if this pops up.
Well, the thing is, I want to recommend to you and to everybody watching so many movies, and I don't.
You're like, I don't know when or where you'll see this.
Because I saw a lot of documentaries this year, and usually I'm not a documentary guy. Right now, there are a lot of documentaries that are like, wow, everyone should watch this kind of thing. But yeah, I'll go down the list. So we started, opening night was Rental Family with Brendan Fraser. I think it's a Searchlight movie. Oh, I'm hesitating on that. I don't know. But the director is Japanese, so she couldn't make it, but she did like a video call, and that was nice. Brendan Fraser is good. Like he is a good actor. And it's also very well shot. It's kind of it's good. It's one of those which is like, it's good.
Yeah. That was good.
Is it going to win any awards? I don't think so. I actually think this is a pretty stacked year. Yeah. So, and the fact that Brendan Fraser is like lead actor, it's like, nah, he's not going to get it. He did a great job though.
Yeah.
Very, very emotional, very earnest movie.
That was a movie I feel like was popping up early in the year of like, this could compete for something. And then all of a sudden it just kind of faded. It was not that it was a bad movie. It's just like everyone else kind of upped their game, or some movies surprised people.
The problem is every film festival has a different energy to it. HIF and indie shorts, because it's an indie and like we don't have anything else to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're very nice. We're very nice to the filmmakers. We're very friendly. But there are other film festivals that are more for like the critics and stuff. And it depends, like Venice or Cannes or like Tribeca or TIFF. They all have different moods to them. So one movie might kill at Cannes, or I don't know how to say Cannes, or TIFF. But then if you show it at Venice, like crickets, it's a very different vibe. So like some movies, they think, oh, we'll premiere at this festival. They like strategize when they're going to premiere, thinking this audience will like it. And sometimes they don't. So I think Rental Family premiered at a festival that either really liked it and then the next festival didn't, or like vice versa. Because I heard some rumblings that like, oh, well, it's not that good. And I'm like, okay, which festival did it premiere at? Because sometimes that can totally kneecap your box office run. Yeah. Disney stupidly premiered Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny at, I think, Venice. And it was such a bad read. Everyone there was like, why is this here? So then like it opened in theaters and all the reviews were negative before it even opened, because the people in that theater were not in the mood for that.
Do you think that has increased? I've just been noticing it more because I'm more in touch with that world now. But the idea of reviews getting out that, hey, like, especially with the internet, everything's either the best thing of all time or the worst movie ever made. You have to do the extreme. Yeah,
review.
It's one or the other. So there's no middle ground. But I feel like a ton of people, and based off reviews, they get out more, I don't know, make up their mind before a movie is released, before you see it. Do you think that's increased, or has it always been that way and I'm just more attuned to it now? Because it feels like I've noticed how I'll get texts like, oh, apparently this movie sucks. It's like, dude, you haven't seen it.
It's been that way for over 10 years at this point. But I think the problem started with Rotten Tomatoes. Don't trust Rotten Tomatoes, because like people read it wrong. Mm-hmm. It's a percentage of how many critics give it a thumbs up. It's not an 80 out of 100 score. It's 80 critics out of 100 critics say, yeah, it's worth seeing. Yeah. So people read Rotten Tomatoes completely wrong. And because Fandango owns Rotten Tomatoes or vice versa, if you buy a ticket on Fandango, the Rotten Tomatoes score is on the ticket. It's like, really? It's like, no, that influences everyone's buying power. It's no. And a lot of people don't know how to read that score. So I don't like Rotten Tomatoes. And I think that's what started the whole, oh, it's great, it sucks.
Rotten or not, yeah.
And the internet. I mean, the internet has to be extreme.
Where do you go? Because, I mean, at this point, I feel like there's a difference between people who are going to go see the movie regardless of what the reviews say. Like, I'm closer to that camp now, where, like, even if a movie is getting shit on, like, I want to see it for myself. But for a general audience, they will be affected by those reviews. Where would they go to be like, should I see this movie?
I would recommend, this is a lot of work though. I would recommend finding a critic that you agree with and then just following what they have to say. Cause like there's sometimes where I find critics that I'm like, they're smart. They know what they're talking about. I don't agree with them. So it's like, I follow them for a little bit, cause like they put a lot of insight and research into it. There's this one guy, I forget what his name is. It's like David Elric or something like that.
Yeah, I know exactly what Twitter profile you're talking about.
Yeah, he's very prolific. He's very out there, and he has a lot to say. It's like, cool, I like him. Sometimes I don't like his stance on movies. So I started following him, and then it's not that he's like a cynic, but he's like capital C critic. So it's just like, nah. Yeah. So I stopped following him. But I think he's very good at what he's doing. I'm a big picture guy, like Sean Fennessy, Amanda Dobbins, those guys. I listen to them all the time. Do I agree with them all the time? No. There was one episode they did this year. They reviewed Caught Stealing and Highest to Lowest in one episode. That's one of the worst podcast episodes I've ever heard.
Wow.
Because Spike Lee, they interviewed Spike Lee at the end of the episode. So they can't shit on his movie. And his movie is shit this year. It's really bad. Huh. So it's like they're trying to pretend that Highest to Lowest is a good movie. At least I think Sean might have liked it, but Amanda Dobbins did not like. You can tell she did not like it. She was pulling it out of her ass.
So you can tell when she doesn't like movie.
Yeah.
There was one movie
Yeah.
they were shitting on for an hour. I was like, it was a movie I enjoyed.
Okay.
And I was like, I could not remember. And then the problem with that, though, for me at least, like, again, I listen to them all the time. But when they disagree with me, my initial instinct is, oh, I'm wrong. Like, and then I question my own enjoyment of like, oh, I'm just stupid.
How they say. Now, if you want to get into film criticism as like an actual in-depth conversation, because a lot of reviews are very quick, especially ones on YouTube. It's like, it's only going to be 10 minutes, so I'm only going to do the light stuff, and I can't go into spoilers because people get mad in the comments. And everyone only cares about actors or directors, so this and that. But sometimes the big pick, because they have to have an episode every week, and it's an hour long, and sometimes they don't have an interview, they sometimes come up with episodes that are really in-depth. And there's one that they did about One Battle After Another that is one of the best.
The one with Van?
Yeah.
I loved that episode.
That's a necessary watch. If people are going to promote One Battle After Another to win Best Picture, you need to listen to that episode, because it's a very in-depth look about kind of not just like representation, but like, is it author intent, or is it authenticity of movies, and what makes it worth watching and spreading?
The industry in general, like he's getting this blank check on box office and all that. Like, very interesting.
The news articles have now changed their mind about One Battle. Now they're saying, oh, it's going to lose $1 million. Oh no. But also at the end of those articles, they're like, yeah, but it's going to win Best Picture. So, everyone's going to rent it and it'll be fine. So it's like,
that episode rocks.
That episode was good. I think it's called A Second Opinion about One Battle After Another on the Big Picture podcast. It is a must listen to. It is fantastic. Back to the movies that I saw. Sorry. But Rental Family, it's good. There are definitely people in that theater where it's like, that's going to be the best movie they saw, because it was a sold out theater, and it was at Newfield. So I think it sat 400, 500. It's their biggest venue. And then day 2, I watched Natchez and Good Fortune. Complete tonal opposites to each other. So Natchez is a documentary about this town called Natchez. I think it's in Missouri. Oh, I'm forgetting already. But it's about antebellum tourism, and who gets to tell America's story is like kind of the tagline of the movie. It's legit one of the best documentaries I've ever seen.
Wow.
Because it very quietly shows you everything going on in this town. Because Natchez is known for its giant plantation homes, the mansions, and the women in hoop skirts, and all this like pretty stuff. And the fact that there are people in this country that go to antebellum tourism sites as an escape from the real world. And it's like, no, that's bad. But because certain people are going to these sites as escapism, and certain people own these houses, a certain narrative is told about how pretty the grounds are, and look at the gardens. And I think it's like the Garden Society or the Florist. Oh, wow. I'm already blanking on all the terms, but there's like an organization in town, the Garden Ladies, that saved the town from like pretty much going bankrupt like decades ago. So now they pretty much own the town. Like the mayor means well, but they're the ones that are in power, the Garden Ladies Association. And then it follows other tour guides that are in vans. And one of them is a black man, and he's a preacher in another town. And so it's like the different stories and the different stories that are told. Very interesting. And they're even like park rangers, not rangers, but like state park guides that we follow them for their own tour. And he is also a black man telling a story to a black audience. So he can be like, all right, covers off. Let's talk about shit. Yeah. And the different tours is just night and day, literally night and day. Very, very fascinating. And then I went right out of that. It was like the credits roll. Everyone claps after having their like jaw on the floor. There's like several big reveals that are like, holy shit, I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
Credits roll, people clap, and then everyone just walked out of the theater in silence. It was quiet. And then I went to Good Fortune after that, and that was the most. It's a Lionsgate movie, so it's a big studio movie.
Wait, is that the
Aziz Ansari,
Seth-
Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen? Yep. So I got like a sneak preview of that movie. So they had security there. They had a studio person there from Lionsgate. So after the screening, she was outside, and you could tell her what you thought.
Oh,
I've never had that before, so I was excited.
Yeah.
I was excited. I think Good Fortune is great. It's very refreshing to see a movie filmed in LA that good. We don't get those movies a lot anymore because LA has like accidentally outpriced a lot of productions.
Yeah.
They're trying to fix that right now, but very well shot, very well lit. The movie wears a lot of its influences right on its sleeve. Trading Places is a big one. And also aesthetically, Wim Wenders' Wings of Desire. It's a German movie that got remade into a Nicolas Cage movie called City of Angels in like the early 2000s. So, but very good. I liked the look of it. Keanu Reeves, it's one of his funniest performances ever in his whole career. I also think it's one of his better performances in his career because I don't think he's a good actor. I love him. I love his movies.
Person. Yeah.
He's a great person. This is one of his better acting performances.
Okay. I was going back and forth on if I wanted to see that because it's in theaters now. Like I can go see it.
I would recommend it.
Okay.
I would recommend it.
Right.
It gets a little preachy at the end.
Okay.
I think there's some negative reviews out there because
it
just
I was
gets a little
mixed
too
reviews. So I was like,
it gets a little too preachy on Seth Rogen's side, and he's been that way a little bit here and there, which is fine. He could say what he wants, especially because I agree with what he's saying. But it's the craft of putting it into a movie. It's like he's no longer a character talking to a character about the situations in the movie. He's now Seth Rogen talking to the camera, and it's
show
like
versus tell.
It takes me out of the movie, and the fact that it's like at the very end when he starts doing it, it's like, no, you almost got it, people. You almost landed it. But I still think it's worth seeing.
Okay.
There's one bit with Keanu Reeves where he becomes like a chain smoking dishwasher. It's the funniest joke of the year. It's so good, especially if you've worked in the restaurant industry. It is so funny. Nice. So that was Good Fortune. So that was day 2. There was a documentary that I couldn't see because I was gone. I went up to Lake Superior for 4 days in the middle of the festival. Lost Wolves of Yellowstone. So my parents saw it and they said it was really good. I've heard the story about the wolves of Yellowstone. They reintroduced the wolves in like the 70s or something. Maybe not the 70s, maybe 80s. But and it was a huge success in terms of ecological conservation, and the wolves changed literally the terrain of Yellowstone because of where they hunted the elk and where the elk weren't anymore. So like rivers came back and birds and beavers returned. It's a huge success. They tried to do it in Colorado. It failed miserably. But they did it in Yellowstone, huge success. And so this is like the footage of them doing it. They found the footage. It was lost footage. So it's the same story, but now you have visuals for it. And I heard it's really good. I came back after 4 days, and so I watched whatever day this is, 25 Cats from Qatar, or Qatar. A really good documentary about a lady in Milwaukee that owns a cat cafe, and she flies to Qatar by herself and with the documentary crew to rescue 25 cats from Qatar.
No way.
Because so there's the city in Qatar, Doha, is like apparently one of the richest cities in the world, but like 80% of the people that live there are like temporary workers. They're expats. So they're people from other countries that go there because the city's building, it's expanding. So all these people from other countries show up, and most of them are Muslim, which is important for the documentary. They show up, they build a building, their contract is done, and then they go home. So like a huge chunk of this giant rich city, the people don't live there, like actually. But when they get there, they get a cat. Because it's like a thing in Muslim tradition that you get a cat, you don't get a dog. Like dogs are a no-no, but cats, yes, kind of thing.
I can get behind that.
But because they're temporary workers, they have to go home.
It's a bunch of cats.
They just leave the cat. They just leave the cat in the street.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So it's estimated that I think there are 3 million people in that city. There are 3 million cats.
Oh, my gosh.
Stray cats.
Oh.
So there are more cats in the city than there are people because
Kind of a dream.
it's one person, it's 1-to-1 person per stray cat on the street.
Jeez.
And so, and also it's like because of the Muslim faith, like they don't believe in spaying or neutering because it's like mutilation. But I think Doha does it anyway because the problem is so bad, but they only just recently started doing it. So it tackles a lot of how Doha runs, how it operates, and how there are people that don't, like, not a lot of people really find success there. Even though it's one of the richest cities in the world, a lot of people do not find success there, including the cats. So she's trying to find 25 cats that are not maimed too badly because they have to be in a pet cafe to be adopted. So they have to like people and they have to not be horribly disfigured and they have to survive the flight home.
Yeah.
So there's a certain breed of cat that has like a snub nose, kind of like a pug. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I can't take these cats. They won't survive the flight home. So she has to like make really tough decisions about like which cat to take. And then you get to meet every cat. They all have names and all that stuff. It's
my brother would love this documentary.
It's very emotional. And this is the one that she says, I can't put it on streaming because I'm scared. All the people that are volunteer rescuing these cats on their own time, sometimes at their work office, and their manager doesn't know that they have 30 cats in the building, they might get in trouble because they're not permanent residents. They're expats. So they could get kicked out. They could get deported.
Yeah.
So she's worried about the workers there that are doing good work, rescuing these cats. So she is like, I can't really put it out on streaming yet. And then there's a real star to the show, not the main woman's great, but there's this guy.
It's a cat. Oh.
Yeah. There's this guy that like was clearly very depressed and like very deep in a dark place. Mm-hmm. And then rescuing cats legit saved his life. And he is so emotional through the whole thing. And she said he hasn't seen the movie in front of an audience yet. So we're trying to have him fly in and watch it at a screening and stuff. And it's like, yeah, please do. Yeah. Because like he loves cats more than people at this point. Because that's how the city kind of works. Yeah. So it's a very emotional documentary. She also was talking about in the Q&A, how much does she show? Because it's, cute cats. Yeah. It's a cute cat documentary. So all these cat people are coming in. And then she has shots where it's like cats only have 2 legs, wearing diapers, crawling on the ground. And some cats like filled with fleas and flies on the street, starving to death. And it's just like, she's like, how much should I show? And so she said, I cut out a lot of stuff, a lot of the bad stuff. She's like, I rode the line on what to show. And I agree with her. I think she showed a lot of hard things to see. But you know that it's worse for some other cats. Yeah. Gosh. But very, very powerful documentary. And then right after that, I watched a very low budget feature, which is the best part of HIF. You as just a normal person can walk into a theater and the movie probably costs $200,000. 25 Cats from Qatar cost, I think. No. A later movie cost $200,000, which is really low. Mm-hmm. And you see it because this movie Premarital, one of the dad of the bride. It's like a wedding movie. The dad of the bride is an actor from Parks and Rec. Oh, I think Parks and Rec, and maybe Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's a TV actor, but you know him. like the one guy that did not get famous after Parks and Rec. The larger white guy, older guy.
I don't know Parks and Rec that well,
Okay,
but I'm
okay.
picturing a cop from Brooklyn Nine-Nine that it could be. But
It
anyways,
might be, maybe it's a different actor. I feel bad now, but premarital is not newlyweds. They're engaged and they're about to be married, and so the bride brings the groom to meet her family for the first time, and they are very much Michigan Midwest evangelicals, and he is an evolution biology grad student. So it's like it's the conflict of, and also he smokes, and she's like, don't smoke in front of him. So it's the whole like, you have to hide who you are. So my family like agrees that we should be married. Yeah. But everyone in the family has like a deep, dark secret. Like the youngest sister sneaks out of the house so she could have sex with her high school boyfriend. And like the oldest sister is like super granola now because she like left the church and all this stuff. It's really fun. It's a really cute story. Okay. And it was filmed in Michigan. So
nice.
Yeah, really fun. A very good script and great actors. Sometimes when you watch a movie that cheap, that low budget, the script better be good, because if it's not, like, nothing else can save it. Mm-hmm. So if the script is good, you're locked in. You're good. Yeah. There's a movie on, I think, Prime Video called Coherence. It's one of the best scripts I've ever seen. And it was like a shoestring budget of a movie. I think the cast is like 8 actors, and they had one house. So the whole movie happens in one house. I don't even think it's 8 actors, but Coherence, I also recommend. You could just go out and watch it now.
Sweet.
An excellent script for a no budget feature film. And then I'm going to try to fly through because I feel like I'm burning the clock.
No, you're good.
So I might skip some of the ones. I don't want to talk bad about no budget movies, so I might skip some of the ones that I saw that I didn't like. Fair. I did get to see, so for the Oscars this year, the International Foreign Language Award is stacked. Mm-hmm. I think last year it might have been really good, but it got kind of overshadowed by Amelia Perez. This year we got some good ones. We got some winners. So Jafar Panahi's It Was Just an Accident.
Heard it's incredible.
He's from Iran. Iran doesn't like him. He's been arrested, I think, twice. He got out of prison doing a hunger strike. He does not like the regime in Iran or the former regime. I don't really know the whole history of Iran. But It Was Just an Accident is a movie. People say it's his most commercial or most wide appealing movie yet because there's a lot of tension and a lot of action. I would take that as a grain of salt if you have never seen his movies before. It's still a very nuanced, quiet movie.
Okay.
But I think it is one of his better ones. I've only seen his previous one. I do like his style. He's very much, because he's not really allowed to film in a lot of places, and he doesn't have a crew really. It's very much, I'm going to set up the camera here on a tripod, and the whole scene is going to happen in front of me, and I'm just going to follow it. So it's very toned back filmmaking techniques because he doesn't have a lot of equipment. But this movie is really good because it's filmed like in a city. So actors will move in front of the camera and then almost get run over by a motorcycle, and they just have to go through the take. Like, the streets are busy, but camera's rolling. We got to go. We got to keep acting. And there's one really good shot. It's probably the best shot in the movie, where he has the camera on a roof and he's looking down, and all the characters are pushing a car up a hill because it ran out of gas or something. And random people come in to help.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's like, you watch, it's like, I think those are real people. Like,
that's awesome.
It's really fun. I do like his style. Some people don't like it because it's not loud. I like it. Really good, really kind of, there's a lot of Hitchcock in this movie. There's certain Hitchcock and Spielberg. There's some like elements in the sound design and the script that are very, very kind of old Hollywood.
God.
It's really good.
This sparks an idea that I want to do with you some point.
Yeah.
I want to like put together a PowerPoint and do like a presentation of like different directors and like their style, because that's something where like I'm slowly getting there, where I'm like starting to figure out, like, some you can easily tell, but I would love to like, I think it'd be really cool for an audience too to like have different clips. Like this is like a slideshow. Like, hey, this is Spielberg's type of movie. Like this is his style. This is what it looks like. Yeah. Like almost like you're teaching a film class.
And the thumbnail would be like, film nerd teaches directors to like normal people.
Yeah, like directors for nerds, like, or for dummies 101. Like,
no, directors for dummies 101. Yeah. That'd be fun. I could try. There's some directors that are my blind spot. But
that would honestly, that's like for me. Like I would enjoy that, and so I'm sure other people would.
Yeah. So It Was Just an Accident is it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes.
Mm-hmm.
So last year, who won the Palme d'Or at Cannes? Anora. Pretty much every Palme d'Or winner at Cannes is nominated for Best Picture, except for one movie, I think 4 years ago. So it's pretty much locked in to win Best Picture. It's pretty much locked in to win foreign language.
For Best Picture.
Nominated for Best Picture. It's locked in to win foreign language right now. But the next movie I watched, I liked better. Happy Birthday.
Okay.
It's a movie that I didn't hear about until I know the people that work at Heartland. I did an internship with them back when I graduated high school, so I know them. So sometimes I go to events that they run, or I go to the festival and they say hi to me, and then they're like, see this movie.
Yeah.
So they recommend, they give me a little nudge. That's how I found out about Sentimental Value. They're like, by the way.
Yeah.
So this movie was recommended by them, and I wholeheartedly agree. Happy Birthday. It's the Egyptian submission for foreign language for the Oscars. It follows I think she's like 7 or 8-year-old girl who is a maid for a rich family in Cairo. She lives in the slums. Her whole family like hand fishes in the Nile and then sells it on the street. But she got this nice gig where she's a maid for this rich family in on the nice part of the city, in like the gated community side of the city. And the mom of that family is about to go through a divorce. Not yet though. So she's moving house, but it's her daughter's birthday. It's her daughter's 9th birthday. So the whole movie is surrounding this rich girl's birthday, and that their maid is an 8-year-old girl. And that's kind of like, I mean, that's a no-no everywhere, but it's also a no-no in Cairo. Like, yeah, you could have a maid from the slums, but she's a kid. So there is like a social taboo in the movie of like, why her kind of thing. That's never answered in an interesting way. But we have to follow this girl because she thinks if she blows out the candles on a birthday cake, the wish comes true. Because for the rich girl, it does. So the rich girl is like, oh, birthdays are nice, because like the poor girl doesn't know what a birthday is. Yeah. So the rich girl's like, oh, birthdays are nice because you get a cake with candles, and once you blow out the candle, your wish comes true. So the kid is like, I need to blow out a candle.
Wow.
And so the whole movie is about this young poor girl making sure the birthday happens,
so she can
could blow out the candle. And that's
awesome.
It is a heartbreaking movie. Oh. It is so heartbreaking. Very well done. I will say, if you watch Sentimental Value, is another foreign language movie from Norway.
Oh, I believe that's right.
Especially Sentimental Value and Jafar Panahi's It Was Just an Accident. When you watch the movie, you're like, okay, a filmmaker made this. There's a lot of very elemental film techniques that are really standing out in these. You could tell it's a very strong, creative with experience. Happy Birthday is a directorial feature film debut. And so this filmmaker, I don't even know her name, but she made Happy Birthday very much like objective. The camera is just in the room and things happen. Whereas Panahi in It Was Just an Accident might do something very specific with the camera work to tell the story, or Sentimental Value, the editing in it is kind of jarring on purpose. So those movies like make claims very loudly to be like, I am a movie, I am doing this because I want this to be a groundbreaking movie. But Happy Birthday is like, nope, we're just here to follow this girl.
This is the story. And
it's just the story. Yeah. So it's very nuanced techniques.
Okay.
And sometimes that just works better for me. Because then I could just fully get immersed and not like have my brain distracted by, oh, they put the camera there. That's interesting. It's like, nope, I'm just following this person that feels like a person.
Yeah.
So I think Happy Birthday is better than It Was Just an Accident. Not by much, pretty close. I hope it gets nominated. It's not going to win, but
gotcha.
I think it's good. And then I watched, are you good on time? I have
you like 10 minutes.
Okay, I have 4 movies left. Okay, I have 4 movies left. The Fisherman. It's a Ghana movie that was made for $200,000. Pretty cute. I liked it a lot. It was fun to watch. The DP, the person that shot it, amazing. It's a beautiful movie, especially for how much money was made. And the actors are great. So that's good. Blue Moon.
This is the one I want to talk about.
One of Richard Linklater's. So I'll get to that one later. Arco, French animated movie. If you like Studio Ghibli movies, you will like Arco. That's all I got to say. It's really, really fun. Got picked up by Neon and I think even Netflix. So you will be able to watch it at some point.
We love
Arco.
that.
It's ARCO, and there is an English dub with Will Ferrell.
Oh.
I was not expecting that. Go see it. See then Blue Moon and then Sentimental Value. Richard Linklater made Blue Moon this year and another movie. He made 2 movies this year. I hear Blue Moon is the one to go see. I agree. Blue Moon is worth seeing.
Is Ethan Hawke incredible?
Ethan Hawke is insanely good. And Linklater's doing a lot with the camera to make him seem really short because the character he plays, Hart, is like a really short guy. And I don't think Ethan Hawke is. So there's a lot of camera tricks to do that. Margaret Qualley is like his muse. Every movie she's in, it's very clear the director is like, this is the most beautiful woman alive right now. I agree. So it's just really funny that every movie I watch where it's like an auteur is like, I need a beautiful woman. They get Margaret Qualley every time now, and I'm loving it. Yeah, so the acting is great. The script, probably one of the better scripts this year. The dialogue is fantastic, mostly because it's about a lyricist in 1940s New York. So it's like, if the dialogue isn't good, then what's the point? Very good script. Very good script.
I'm excited to see that one.
And it takes place in a bar over the course of like maybe 3 hours. It's very like real time. The camera's always following him.
Is Ethan Hawke like main character?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
so
yeah.
I forget they were talking about Oscars, and it was like there's a world where he could sneak into a somewhat loaded.
I think he'll get nominated.
Because I mean, you got basically they were arguing if he's gonna take where they think Jeremy Allen White's going to be, because that movie's not getting the best reviews right now. Because basically
it comes out this weekend, right? The Bruce Springsteen one,
which I might see it this weekend. But basically, they had Timmy, Leo,
The Rock might not even get nominated.
Yeah, it sounds like he might be out.
He might be out
because then you still have Michael B. Jordan if you want to put him in.
Right. You
have Jeremy Allen White and Ethan Hawke was mentioned, and I'm forgetting one.
I'm forgetting another one as well.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I think Blue Moon is really good. One of the better scripts of the year. Might be the best script of the year. I don't know. It's kind of a hard category this year.
Yeah.
And then Sentimental Value. This was the last movie I watched. I was not feeling it because it was making a lot of big creative choices. But like it fits the movie because it's following a director and an actress that they're not having a good time, and they kind of get lost in their work as an escape. So the movie itself is kind of showing that, in that you don't know, because they put a little too much of themselves into their work. There are scenes in this movie where you cannot tell if it is real life or it is their work. So it blends it to the point where you are lost very intentionally. But then it felt like the movie was kind of like a treasure hunt for the characters, even though the characters were right there in front of you. That'll definitely work for, I would say, most people. For me, I was just kind of a little lost emotionally in it. But it very well shot. I think the opening scene of Sentimental Value is one of the best scenes of the year.
Okay.
That opening scene is fantastic. It's the entire movie in, I wouldn't even call it a scene, it's a sequence, because it's kind of a montage throughout the actress's childhood. It's like the whole movie in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes.
How is Stellan Skarsgård?
He's great.
Okay.
He's Stellan Skarsgård.
Gotcha.
It's not his best performance.
Okay. Because people are saying he'd be the one to challenge either of the one after another for supporting actor.
I would not call him. I wouldn't even call him leading man. I mean, he's the most prominent male character in the script in the movie.
Well, supporting.
But supporting?
Yeah.
Maybe. But then it's like, okay, he has the screen time of a main character, but he's not the main character. So if you put him in supporting, it's like, well, he has so much more screen time than anybody else. So that's not fair.
Fair enough. But yeah, I just kept seeing his name pop up. So I'm very interested in that movie. Because even like, it sounds like they don't know what to do with the actresses in that movie too. Because like they're almost like all supporting-ish. And then...
Oh, really?
Again, I've not seen the movie, so I can't really speak on it. Just
both actresses give very powerful performances.
Gotcha.
Because the whole thing about Skarsgård is his character is very closed off.
Mm-hmm.
He's only a good person when you're involved in his movies. That's like the whole point of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a terrible dad. And so his character is very closed off, but very depressed in his personal time.
Gotcha.
His two daughters, the actresses that play his daughters, are, I mean, going through it. So they're having fantastic performances, and they have like big monologues and big scenes throwing their baggage at him, and he just has to sit there and kind of be like stone faced because he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Even though he gets it, he's not going to react to it. So their performances are really, really powerful, really emotional, and his is very stoic, but like in a bad way because he's supposed to be there and he's not. That's the whole thing. Yeah,
right. So I'm excited. No, those are Blue Moon, Sentimental Value. It was just an accident.
Happy birthday if you can.
Happy birthday.
I don't think you'll be able to watch Happy Birthday, but look out for it. Look out for it if you can. And then the documentaries, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
We'll
Natchez is a must watch for anybody in America. I'm like not even kidding. And 25 Cats from Qatar is a great documentary. I just
don't know if we'll see it.
Write them down on the wall, and if you hear about it, be like that one.
Oh yeah.
And Arco will be on Netflix, as well as like Train Dreams. They did have the Luca Guadagnino After the Hunt there. I missed it. My parents saw it. They didn't like it. A lot of people are not liking it. So there you go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, if you're short on movie suggestions, rewatch this episode. It's perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. Oh.